So if you're on the internet, definitely you saw these images of the impossible roads. Impossible roads are these places which are very hard to pass, and some places might be because of their geographical condition. It might be on a mountain which is very hard to go through, or the roads are just not built. Are these road reals? Is the media going out there and taking these images to destroy the image of those countries? Because I've never seen the impossible roads of roads which are from the US. Or is it that these people just don't build their roads? And even if these people don't build their roads, what is the thing which makes that they don't build roads in 2022 actually? So to clear that, I went by myself, and this trip, it's because of a work which I'm doing in the remote places, and I'm taking this trip in 16 days, and there are a lot of stories which I'm going to cover during this series. But today, the thing which we're going to discuss about is the reality of the impossible roads in Congo. So the very first trip which I'm going to use now to explain how these roads become more than impossible, not just by the fact that they're not well built, but with so many other realities. From my city, which is Goma, to a village which is next to it, which is called Kiwanja. This is just 74 kilometers. It took 2 hours to reach. This means that at least the road is way better. But like with the next videos, you are going to see how some roads became even harder than that, because it might be just 70 kilometers but takes so many hours. These are the things which made it to be an impossible road for me. The very first thing is that the road is not built. The second thing in this place is actually the volcano. Goma, which is a city which is very next to a volcano of D.R.Congo, which is an active volcano, and the eruption which happened in May of 2021 that even closed the road. Another thing is the roadblocks. But like roadblocks in my country, mostly in places where they don't seem to have a good security. They have to be also in like from one city to another, and unfortunately these roadblocks are places where corruption have to be done and so many other things. And at the end, there is another problem, which is the bad condition of the government. So if you expected me maybe to say that impossible roads are not there in Congo, I had to say it because that's the reality which you are facing. And the thing which actually I wanted to say is that we shouldn't look down to people who actually live in those conditions, because the reality is not that they choose to be like that, but there are a lot of things which makes it to happen in such a way. For example, war. And trust me, the war which happens in Congo, it's a war in which so many other countries out there are benefiting from, especially the countries which are involved much more in technology. And even up to now, the moment, the second which I'm talking to you, there is a war going on in that specific place where I was traveling to, and people are actually running away from that place. But also there is another thing, is that we don't put also so much effort into trying to be who we want to be. If I can check the case of other countries, maybe let's say Rwanda or even Uganda, which are actually neighbor to Congo, they might have a little bit of more roads which are way better. And I think the reason being, they actually understood that there is no one who is going to save us, and we gotta do this by ourselves. That can help. But like, I'm just me. Even if I think of that, there is nothing I can do about it, because there is a government to build a road in a country. Impossible roads are real, but they are not in cities. Thank you so much for being here. Catch you next time.